Hello 7th graders, Mrs. Tomasevich here. Your social studies teachers asked me to find some good websites for you to use to get the information you need to get facts for the Explorer's Notebook assignment. We're going to take a look at those in the next couple of minutes. Be sure to have your assignment sheet out along with something to write with, because you might want to take a couple notes down as far as how to get to the sources that I'm going to show you. I'm starting off here at the Mills Park Middle School homepage, and I'm going to scroll down here and click on Media Center. Once I'm to this site, I'm going to hover the cursor over Projects and click down on 7th grade. So that path, you might want to write this down, was Mills Park homepage, Media Center, Projects, 7th grade. Once I click on that page, you can see the set of links on here. The teachers wanted me to find some sites for you to use that we knew you would get good information from. It's important to use sites that you know are going to give you accurate, up-to-date information. So for this project, you're not going to use Wikipedia or Answers.com or About.com or any other kind of site that you don't know who the author is. Anyone can write and edit those pages. So we have found sources here from websites like History.com, Biography.com, the BBC, FactMonster, Scholastic, and places like that where we know you're going to get good authoritative information. You can see here that I have the list of topics, different explorers, and then underneath each one are half a dozen or so links to different websites. Everyone should start with these websites. You may need to do some searching on your own later, but to begin with, to get the basic facts, make sure that you start with the sites that have been chosen here. And I'm going to scroll on down to the rest of them. You can see that there are several sites on each of the explorers. The other thing I wanted to show you is back up here towards the top. When they purchased the books for the Media Center, they also bought over 400 reference ebooks. These are mostly electronic versions of some of the reference books that we have in the Media Center. Now, your teachers are also going to have some reference books available for you if you prefer to use print resources. But let's take a look at these ebooks now. The site is called Gale Virtual Reference Library. And what's nice about it is it will help you not only on this project, but for any other school project that you have. And you can access the site from either school or from home. I'm going to click here on Gale Virtual Reference Library. And then it's going to ask you for a password. Now, before you get to this screen, if you get to a page that says authentication error or something like that, all you have to do is go and click the refresh button. So you're going to click refresh to get past that screen. Here at the login screen, and this is something that you're going to want to write down as well, the password to Gale Virtual Reference Library is Leopards. That's all lowercase, so Leopards, all lowercase. I'm going to click the login button. And then real quickly here, I want to show you a couple different searches. The first thing I'm going to search for is Christopher Columbus. Whoops, I didn't spell it right. Let's fix that. U-M-B-U-S-C-H-R-I. Okay, I'm going to click the search button. And I wanted to show you results for Columbus because you get so many of them, really almost too many to use. It found 959 different articles in reference books about Christopher Columbus. That's a lot to look through. On the left side of the screen here, you can see that you can limit your search a little bit. In this case, you probably really don't have to do it because these first hits look like really good ones. Encyclopedia of Western Colonialism, Encyclopedia of the Early Modern World. There's a book called World Eras, etc., Science and Its Times. The UXL Encyclopedia of U.S. History. But I am going to go ahead on the left side and click on Biography. because that's more what I'm interested in, information about Christopher Columbus's life, where he traveled, that kind of thing. And it's come up with some good sites here to use. So when you are, when you've decided on one you want to read, you can just click on the title and then read down through the article. Whatever terms you typed into your search box will be in red, but it gives some background about Columbus's life and where he traveled to. Got some pictures there too. And up at the top, this is kind of nice. It cites the article for you as well. We'll talk a little bit more about citations in just a minute. So that's the search on Columbus. The second one I want to do is on Hill Ames, because he is a lot more obscure than Columbus. There's not very much information out there about him because they just don't know much about him. There wasn't much of a historical record kept. There are 19 articles that include him though, and you can see again there's an article of a biography, Science in Its Times. He's going to be mentioned in some other articles about Portuguese explorers. So this will give you some good information on him as well. And if you click on the article, then you can read down a little bit, find out a little more about him. Okay, I'm going to go back to the Media Center page where I was before. Remember that you are going to cite your sources. You're going to fill all that in some kind of graphic organizer. It's always important to say where you get your information from, just to give credit to the person that developed the website or the article that you've gotten info from. And remember, if you do some Google searching on your own, it's real important that you take a look at where the website's from. See if you can determine who wrote it. It might have been done by a class of students like you, which means it's probably not the best place to get information from. And then later you need to find out some more information about plants and animals, where the explorers traveled, things like that. You will definitely have to do some searching of your own for. And as the assignment says, if you can't find specific information, just be creative. Go back and look about what the time period was like, how the people dressed, what they ate, what they wore, what the ships of that time were like. And you'll get all the information you need to get a good grade on this project.